Hello, this is Clyde Collins. I'm about to give you a review of Old Boy, a film from 2003. So, Old Boy is a Korean live-action feature-length film released in 2003, rated R, classified as horror, as drama, as thriller. The film was directed by Chan-wook Park. This is the second film in the Vengeance trilogy, which includes Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance from 2002 and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance from 2005. This film stars Min Sik Choi as Dai Su Oh and Hee Jeong Kang as Woo Jin Lee. So here's a basic summary. The film opens with Oh holding a businessman by his tie to keep him from falling off a building. Then we suddenly get a flashback to Oh at a police precinct with, well, what should I say? He's extremely drunk, and that's why he's there, and that's why he stays there. A friend comes along to pick him up. While his friend talks to O's wife, O just walks off. Then years pass while he's imprisoned. He gets to watch, while he's imprisoned, a newscast that claims he killed his wife. He has a bit of a breakdown at this point, seeing ants coming out of his flesh. He writes lists of all his wrongdoings and lists of the people that he's wronged. He eventually writes more than half a dozen notebooks full of this material. Early on, he tries to kill himself more than once. He gets over this phase and starts to keep track of time and to tone his muscles. After 15 years, he is dumped in a suitcase on the top of the building he was held in. The man in the first scene was a suicide, so we've caught up on the flashback. O tells the suicide his story, then does not listen to the other man's story. Nice. And he says, laugh and the world laughs with you, cry and you cry alone. This was on the wall in his cell. He repeats it, laughing, while the suicide kills himself. At this point, O finds that his house is gone, demolished and replaced. His relatives and friends think he killed his wife, so he cannot contact them. An encounter with a street thug shows his training in prison paid off. Some stranger gives him a mobile phone and a wallet with money. A, quote, scholar of O Daisu calls him on the phone, and they have an oblique talk. He and the chef at the first restaurant he visits strike it off quickly. She helps him find what he's looking for. He finds the prison from the taste of fried dumplings that he was force-fed every day. He finds an audio tape of the person who commissioned his imprisonment. On the other hand, the prison had a lot of guards, and they eventually catch up with him. He has to do a lot of fighting to get free of them. Revenge or the truth? That's a problem for you. That's a great line that he hears as he leaves the prison. In this case, truth was the ultimate revenge. The mystery is quite intricate, and the protagonist needs much help in order to resolve it. One needs a strong stomach to finish the material, but the film is well worth finishing. Conclusions. One sentence summary would be, this is the best of the three Vengeance films in my view. Cinematography and sound were fine. The screenplay was excellent. The performances of the actors playing the adversaries were excellent, as were several of the supporting players' performances. I rate this film as 5 stars of 5. This is Clyde Collins. I'm at Sweet9229 on Twitter. For my full review, see the URL at the bottom of the screen. Thank you and goodbye.